Hi, this is AstrologerCoach Sonja Francis, and today we're going to be talking about the solar eclipse, which is coming up at the end of the week, Friday, November 25th at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the East Coast time in the US. And this solar eclipse is taking place in 2 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, what is a solar eclipse? A solar eclipse is a very powerful new moon that lasts basically much longer than any regular new moon. The energy of the solar eclipse is very powerful because it's connected to the moon's nodes. At the time of the eclipse, the new moon is making an alignment with one of the moon's node, and in this case it will be the north node, which is the point in astrology that we're trying to move towards. It's our future goals, it's our path that we're choosing at this point in time. And so it's a very powerful solar eclipse because we're moving towards something much bigger than ourselves, because it's in Sagittarius. So we're trying to really widen our horizon, broaden our view of life, see the bigger picture of things here. And the solar eclipse is always a new beginning. The new moon is always a new beginning. So with this being a solar eclipse, this will last for the next 5.5 months. So whatever intentions we're setting this time around at the solar eclipse will be intentions that we're setting for the next 5.5 months. So this is a very powerful time. The other thing that happens with solar eclipses is that a week before and a week after a solar eclipse, it's sort of like a very energized time. We feel this sense of something shifting, something new is coming into our lives. But it also feels sometimes like we don't know what's going to happen. It feels a little uncertain. So there's nervousness in the air, there's sometimes anxiety in the air during a solar eclipse, because we're not completely aware of what is going to happen next. Where are we moving towards in our lives? Well, the other thing with a solar eclipse is that it is also the ending of the last solar eclipse that we experienced. And the last solar eclipse that we went through was during the summertime in June, July. So this phase that started in June and July of this year, 2011, is basically ending now. There's something ending, or a new shift is going to start right now. So, so basically, set some very powerful intentions at this time. And always set your intentions after the time of the solar eclipse. So if you live on the East Coast in the US, set your intentions anytime after 1:10 a.m. on November 25th. And you have time to do that for like the next 48 hours, or before the next moon void, of course, after that. And if you live on the West Coast in the US, then set your intentions anytime after 10:10 p.m. Pacific time on November 24th. Okay, so if you live anywhere else in the world, you can either email me and ask me what the perfect time is for you to set the intentions, or you can just add the amount of time, of the time difference between where you live and the East Coast of the United States, and just add that, or just distract it from that time zone. Let's see, so so the solar eclipse is a shift that happens for the next 5.5 months. So as the solar eclipse is happening, we're not sure what that shift yet will be, but it will become apparent as we go on, and we will see where we're shifting towards. Now, because it's taking place in Sagittarius, this shift is probably going to have to do with broadening our horizons, having more faith, having more hope, having a greater vision for what we're doing, seeing the bigger picture, being more adventurous, taking a leap of faith of some kind in some area of our lives. Also, you know, because Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, and Jupiter right now is in Taurus, it has to do with our self-worth as well, and honoring ourselves and doing what's right for us and empowering ourselves. And that will become more clear as Jupiter goes direct again, because it's a retrograde currently, which will be at the end of the year. So by next year, by January 2012, things will move forward much swifter and much clearer in the outside world. Up until then, you know, we have the Mercury retrograde, which I've already been doing a blog about, so check that out if you haven't seen that yet. And also, you know, with the Jupiter being retrograde, Uranus being retrograde, there's a lot of retrograde planets right now in the sky, which means that the experience right now is more internal. We have to really go inwards and see what's going on with us inside. Like, what are some of the things that we really want to shift, that we want to change, where we want to move towards, how we want to honor ourselves more, what are the kind of things we want to believe in, you know, where do we need to expand our belief systems and the things that are important for us. And so all of this is happening right now more in an internal level, but by the beginning of next year, by 2012, all of that will be more of an external level. It will already be more working towards the, you know, manifesting things in the outside world. So if you have any questions about the solar eclipse, please feel free to email me at Sonja@AstrologerCoach.com, and that is SONJA for Sonja @AstrologerCoach.com. And as always, I make a reading available for you if you want to know where in your chart the solar eclipse is taking place and where these shifts are going to take place for you. Please let me know, and for a small fee of $28, I'll be happy to send you a brief reading via email and let you know if it's affecting any of your personal planets, what area of your life it's going to happen, and what these new beginnings might be for you for the next 5.5 months. So that's that for the reading. If you want to stay tuned with me until my next video blog, please check out my daily astrology updates on my website, www.astrologercoach.com/blog. As always, you know, you can always check out my website for my services and for everything that I offer there in terms of readings and coaching. And have a fantastic week. Have a great solar eclipse. Remember to go inward, to plant the seed, to make intentions, and I will see you soon, probably in 2 weeks for the full moon. I will do another video blog for you, and have a good one until then. Astrologer Coach Sonja Francis. Goodbye.